You've heard it all before. They call you selfish when you stop letting them take advantage of you. They say you're crazy the moment you start seeing through their lies and figuring out their intentions. When you stand firm in your beliefs, when you refuse to be manipulated, suddenly you're the stubborn one. And if you dare to voice your opinions, well, then you've got a bad attitude. It's almost laughable, isn't it? The way people twist their words to make you the villain in your own story. But here's the truth. The problem isn't you. It's them. People don't like losing control over others, especially when they've grown comfortable taking advantage of you. When you start standing up for yourself, setting boundaries, and living on your terms, you disrupt their narrative. And instead of taking accountability, instead of looking inward, they point fingers at you. That's easier for them. It's easier to label you as the issue than to face their own shortcomings. The moment you realize this, the moment it truly sinks in, everything changes. You stop being weighed down by their opinions. You stop questioning yourself every time someone calls you selfish, stubborn, or difficult. You stop bending over backward to please people who will never be satisfied. Because here's the thing, their words don't define you. Your actions, your choices, your character, those define you. People will always have something to say. It's in their nature. If you're doing well, they'll envy you. If you're struggling, they'll pity you, or worse, mock you. If you follow the crowd, you're a sheep. If you go your own way, you're a rebel. There's no winning in their eyes because their judgments aren't about you. They're about them. Think about it. When someone calls you selfish for setting boundaries, what they're really saying is, I can no longer exploit you the way I used to, and I don't like it. When they call you crazy for figuring out their intentions, what they mean is, I'm uncomfortable with how much you've seen through me. And when they say you're stubborn for standing firm in your beliefs, they're really saying, I'm frustrated that I can't control you. Their words reveal more about them than they do about you. The same goes for those who criticize you for having a bad attitude. What they're actually upset about is your courage to voice your opinions, to speak your truth, and to challenge the status quo. They don't want you to have a voice because your voice reminds them of their own silence. It exposes their fear, their insecurity, their inability to stand up for themselves. So let them talk. Let them say whatever they want to say. While they're busy gossiping, complaining, and projecting their insecurities onto you, you stay focused on your path. You stay true to your values, your goals, and your vision for your life. Their opinions are just noise, and noise can't stop you unless you let it. Here's the thing about people who criticize others. They rarely have their own lives in order. The loudest critics are often the ones who are struggling the most. They tear others down to distract themselves from their own failures. They project their insecurities onto you because facing them directly would be too painful. So, when someone attacks you, remember this. Their words are a reflection of their inner struggles, not a reflection of your worth. When you start living unapologetically, you realize something profound. The more you focus on your growth, the quieter their words become. You stop giving their opinions any weight because you're too busy building something that matters. You don't have the time, energy, or inclination to entertain their negativity. Living boldly comes with challenges. People will try to dim your light, not because it's too bright, but because it highlights the shadows in their own lives. Your progress, your confidence, your refusal to compromise, it makes them uncomfortable. It forces them to confront their own lack of growth. And instead of rising to meet you, they'll try to pull you back down to their level. But here's the secret. The more they talk, the more you know you're doing something right. The louder their criticism, the clearer it becomes that you're making waves, breaking patterns, and shaking up the status quo. If nobody's talking about you, you're not moving fast enough, bold enough, or big enough. Don't let their words steal your energy. Protect your focus like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Every second you spend worrying about what they think is a second stolen from your goals. Every ounce of energy you waste on their negativity is energy you could have poured into building your dreams. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them an apology. You owe yourself success, peace, and the life you deserve. So stop looking back. Stop worrying about their opinions. Let them deal with their own insecurities while you handle your business. And here's something else to remember. The people who truly matter in your life, the ones who support you, uplift you, and want the best for you, they're not the ones tearing you down. They're not the ones calling you selfish, crazy, or stubborn. They're the ones cheering for you, encouraging you, and reminding you of your worth. Those are the voices you should listen to, not the noise of the crowd. The next time someone tries to criticize you, let it roll off. Let their words fall to the ground like dust, insignificant and meaningless. Keep your head high, your focus sharp, and your heart full of purpose.